Hello everyone, today we will talk about this topic, what to talk about with a girl on a first date. Many men start behaving stupidly at the first meeting. I will make a series of videos on this topic with practical examples. In this video, we will talk about a more global one. When I come to a cafe or restaurant, I see a couple in love next to me. Sometimes there is a vase with a bouquet of roses on the table. Of course, you don't have to do that. It's enough for me to hear 30 seconds of their dialogue to understand how this meeting will end in the end. What are the most important mistakes of men? Scenario number 1. This is a situation when a man turns communication into self-presentation. I mean, look at me, how cute I am, and so on. Why is this a losing option for a man? Well, first of all, the girl has a feeling that you are trying to please her. In this situation, this is already a fiasco. Most of the information about you is absolutely not interesting to the girl. This information does not cause the girl any emotions. Hence, you don't need to do this. Scenario number 2. This is an interrogation. A man has a fear that there will be a pause between them. The man begins to bombard the girl with questions. A man thinks it's cool. We have a lot to talk about with this girl, but in fact, a girl is very bored with a man. In this case, the dialogue looks very funny. Scenario number 3. These are boring topics for communication. That is, this is a situation where you are discussing some kind of biography, where the girl studied, works, whether she likes it or not. I hope you understand what I mean. Topics that do not cause any emotions. There are win-win topics. These include the theme of childhood. You might think that this is also a biography, but this is not quite true. Childhood is always associated with positive emotions, or travel is the most popular topic. Because traveling is always positive emotions, the girl has something to tell. Of course, if the girl has traveled a lot, a person has something to tell if he also flew somewhere. At this stage, it is very easy to integrate the following theme. When a man starts casting a fishing rod, a man asks a girl, "Where would you like to go?" For example, the girl answers Norway. The man says, "Imagine I would also like to go there." At this point, they start the dialogue again. Perhaps you will plan a joint trip. This causes a positive. That is the goal of a man, is to cause a girl positive emotions from communication. In many ways, our emotional state has an impact on this. Very often, you can encounter such a situation that a man experiences any emotions except positive. That is, the man went on a date, but for some reason, he feels fear. Panic, fear of not being liked, not being interesting, stiffness, so on. In general, a man feels anything but positive. Naturally, the girl begins to adopt it. A man's date does not end the way he would like it to. Then if there are pauses, it's not scary. A man should understand that he has to beat the girl and be in the top position. You do not need to immediately dump all the information about yourself. Let it be dosed, so that the girl has something to ask the man about. Let's imagine there was a pause in communication with the girl. At this moment, a man can say to a girl, "Tell me about your most boring date in your life." But this is an option. Then you'll laugh at what the girl tells you. Moreover, no one asked the girl about it. A man needs to avoid the most banal topics of communication. That is, communication with you should be different. Moreover, if a man comes on a date, he is charged with positive emotions. This already accompanies a successful person. If on the contrary the man is sad, then the conclusions suggest themselves. In general, the girl told you about the most boring date. Then you told the girl how you went on a date, and so on. You are positive about the conversation between you. Men often ask this question, "Where should I go with a girl?" In fact, it doesn't matter at all, but usually I give advice to men that he should go where he feels comfortable. That is, where a man will feel at ease. A man will feel confident in himself. Often this is a place you already know. That is, I know men who go to the same place on their first date. Convenient, more comfortable, why not? In general, if a man makes a girl feel insecure about herself, uncertainty, to be precise, this is already a 50 victory. Of course, the easiest way is jokes. A man should joke about a girl. It also works really well when a man tells a girl about his plans. When a person has positive aspects in his life, a person has a goal. For example, a man plans to build a house or go to another country, and so on. The man starts discussing it with the girl. Accordingly, the girl understands that a man has ambitions, goals, and so on. The girl begins to imagine herself in the life of a man, because everything sounds quite positive. This also has a positive effect. The next error, when a man is devoid of emotions. Simply put, poker face, a man should do everything with emotions. If a man asks a question to a girl, he has to imagine it because it bothers him more than anything in the world. If a man is funny, he should laugh. If a man is surprised, then be surprised yourself. It brings emotions to your conversation with a girl. For example, you found out where the girl works. No need to ask about it, the girl will tell you herself. Let's say she's a veterinarian. All a man needs to do is make a conclusion that the girl loves animals. Maybe you have a pet, or ask the girl if she has a dog or a cat. In general, you all have a topic for conversation. Since the girl understands this, she will be pleased to communicate with you, but there is no need to reduce everything to one topic. That is, your communication should be diverse. Further, a man does not need to swear obscenities. At the first meeting, you need to abstain. I have often encountered a situation where a person gets lost, starting with the most banal things. When a man walks into a cafe with a girl, a waitress comes up to you and asks where you will be sitting. At this moment, the man does not know what to answer. A man should be 100% master of the situation. A man should not be afraid to ask a girl personal questions. A man should try to avoid banal topics. By the way, there's another little trick for you how to make a person trust us. But I mean how to do it as fast as possible. Everything is very simple. You need to start telling the person some details about yourself. Those details that it seems cannot be told to an outsider. In this case, the trust is formed automatically. Because if a man trusts a girl, she automatically begins to trust a man. This can also be used. Have you ever heard such an expression? It's like we've known each other for 1,000 years. Even if you had only one meeting, a maximum of 5 meetings with this girl. How can it be brought to such a state? A tactical recommendation for you. Imagine that your first meeting with a girl is not an acquaintance. This is your friend with whom you will just have a great time. With practice, this feeling comes. When I work with clients, it sometimes seems to me that the same person is addressing me. The same thing happens here when you start getting to know girls more often. This feeling will begin to take hold of you. Therefore, in most situations, men have problems due to lack of experience. That is, a man is very rare. A man does not know how to get acquainted properly. When a person tries, he does not succeed. The man tried again, but it ended negatively. As a result, a man has fear and a real problem. Write specific questions in the comments. What practical question do you want to get? I will definitely make a video for you. If you liked it, give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel in order not to miss new videos. See you soon.